Sometimes the tough things in life come to teach us a lesson, and sometimes they come to redirect us back to our happy place. Whichever one it is, we have to take the good with the bad, learn to be appreciative, and learn true happiness. Welcome to Mocha Homestead. You guys, this is what my lights look like at night in my garden. Of course, I still have to move that mulch, but we'll talk about that later. So this is my garden, and then look what I noticed. Do you guys see the light bugs? Over in the corners. Over out. Let's see. Out here, you see them?
Yes.
You see the little flickers?
Uh-huh.
Those are light bugs. Oh my gosh.
OMG.
They're so pretty. They look a whole lot better in person. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. Good morning, you guys. So let me just take you over and let you know what my ideas are for the next project in the garden. I am going to be moving these bags of mulch into that corner to store them. Some of them will be taken to the front gardening bed because I have some plants I want to plant there, but the bulk of them will be off of this grass so that the grass can start to grow back and go over, and so that this grass can be cut and be placed in that corner. I am also planning to build a flower bed along this corner. I can't decide if it's going to be going this way or if it's going to be going this way, but I'm thinking this way so that I have more space to do more things here. But I need to bring in some more pollinators because my squash and my zucchini, although there are pollinators there and here, are not being pollinated. I don't believe that my cucumbers are being pollinated either. So let's go over and take a look. Okay, so as you can see, my cucumbers have started to show flowers, but I don't believe that they're being pollinated. And so I may have to get out here and hand pollinate and see what we get. But yeah. And as I said before, I don't think that my squash or my zucchini is being pollinated. I guess we'll have to see. I see some bugs on it, but it looks like the flowers are just dying off and falling off, so I don't believe that they are being pollinated either. And let's take a look over here. My squash. I don't think that these are being pollinated either. They are closed right now, but I don't believe that they are getting pollinated. So we're going to have to see how we can fix that problem. So this is the area that I'm thinking of doing a flower bed. I'm thinking of going from this pole over and coming out about 2 feet. Step back some. I'm thinking of going from here over and coming out 2 feet, and then I'll still have a little bit of a walkway to be able to get around it. It looks like one of my sunflowers are trying to grow. I don't see any of the other ones. Looks like there might be one there. So I'm going to replant in the flower bed. It will be watered, and I don't think that this area is getting enough water. So I think that's why they're not growing, but we will see. Once I plant the flower bed, my citrus plants are doing amazing. They have a lot of new growth, and I don't see any fruit yet, but they have been growing a ton of leaves, which is a good thing because they were scrawny when I bought them. So let's see. I don't see any fruit, but I did not expect any fruit this year anyway. So we'll just see how they do, and then I will trim them back come fall and try to shape them. But they have a ton of leaves, so we will see what happens with that. Over here, my bean is going crazy. It's growing like crazy. I have some of my beets are also growing. Most of them are starting to grow now, but a lot of them are starting to take off. It was slow go with those, and I thought I was going to have to pull them. I do think, however, that I will have to pull these onions possibly and start over because they seem to be struggling a little bit, and I don't know why. So we'll have to figure that out. My carrots are starting to take off as well, as you can see. I love this little area right here. Let's see. My okra is still struggling, but this one was fully yellow and it's starting to turn back green. So I think that is a plus. This one right here, this one is also starting to turn back yellow and having some new growth. And so is this one. Now I'm still a little bit worried about this one because it is still quite a bit yellow, but we will keep an eye on that and see. We're going to prune off any leaves that look like they're struggling. These are just growing like wildfires. These are my edamame. It looks like they're starting to try to put on pods. Let's help this plant. And we'll take this leaf off. Okay. My tomatoes are doing wonderful here. They seem to be growing a little bit more. This one is starting to yellow for some reason at the bottom. So we are going to, oh, it's growing down. No, we're going to take that part off. And this part. It has some cute little flowers on it. I'm hoping those are going to turn into tomatoes. My spinach is hanging in there, trying to at least. I can see some growth in it. My kale is doing wonderfully. And my peppers have started to take off. They were off to a slow start. I did order some fertilizer that I saw on someone's YouTube, and I'm going to try that to see if maybe that helps with the growth of these tomatoes and my peppers. And I will let you guys know how they do. Looks like my annuals are starting to dry back. I think the heat is starting to get to them. So I may have to throw in a little bit more marigold seeds over here. But yeah, my peppers look like they are starting to take off now. I got banana peppers here and sweet peppers here. And then I have a few jalapenos here. And like I said, my kale is doing beautifully right now. And I think this is, oh, what is this? Can't remember what this is. It's a type of lettuce. I can't remember which one. But we will see. My cantaloupe still has not sprouted. But my cherry tomatoes here are doing great. And so is my, what is this? So is my extra cucumber. It has rebounded perfectly. I can't remember what this is. Y'all, I will have to tell y'all when I look in the house because I know what I planted, but I can't remember the name of it. It's supposed to replace the spinach in the summer. I will put the name either on the screen or I will come back to you and tell you the name. But yeah, I'm loving the growth that is happening. And I think it's because of all the rain that we have been getting that it is just doing amazing. I did have a couple of issues with some ants, but I put down some diatomaceous earth and that seems to be solving the problem right now. So I'm going to try to let that be and see what happens and go from there. I do have a couple of ants. I don't know if you can see that one running along that leaf. He just dropped off. But they are going from flower to flower, so maybe they can take some of the pollen and help pollinate these cucumbers. But yeah, that is it. My flower is starting, my stevia is starting to yellow, and I need to find out why. It may be the direct sun, or it may be all the rain that we had. It's causing it to have some issues. But I will keep looking at that and see where it goes. See how that rebounds. But yeah, you guys, that's an update on my garden. I'm very happy so far with what I have. And we'll keep pushing right along. Again, everything is an experiment for me, so we are pushing right along. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.